history is an optional subject, or what is the significance of opting, history as an optional subject? First thing, there is the involvement of current affairs is negligible or low or nil, you can say, which saves the time of the history optional student. Like if you compare the history optional student with the other optional student like public administration or political science or sociology or geography, candidate has to, meticulously prepare current affairs, which consumes, lots of time. So involvement of current affair is very low. Of current affair is negligible. जितना आप जीएस में पढ़ेंगे, अगर मान लीजिए कुछ आ गया धौलावीरा से रिलेटेड कुछ आ गया, then you can write, because it is done in traditional part. The subject will be, the syllabus will be completed in the classes. Everything, each and single segment will not be left. See, we can't say that everything is fixed, but there are debatable topics which makes the subject interesting. Generally, in GS, we do not study much about debate. So there are topics which are debatable. Debatable topics. There are topics which are debatable. There are several topics. Foundation of British rule in India, there is a debate. There is a debate on the rise of Marathas. There is a debate on Akbar's religious policy. There is a debate on Aurangzeb's religious policy. There is a debate on the origin of Indus Valley civilization. There is a debate on decline of Indus Valley civilization. There is a debate on the decline of the Mauryan Empire. Exhaustive, debate. Different scholar, different school of thought, they opine. And that is easily, easily one can understand, because they don't have to memorize the facts. And most of the things we see that it is debatable, most of the things. And if you try to understand the debate of the subject properly, this subject will not be a tough subject, trust me. So debate is associated, and this makes the optional very interesting. You will study the Marxist interpretation, you will study feminist interpretation, you will study the interpretation done by the colonial school of thought, you will study the interpretation done by the nationalist school of thought, you will study the interpretation done by the subaltern school of thought. So they keep on interpreting the subject. For example, the revolt of 1857, it is a debatable topic. Congress, safety valve theory, it is a debatable topic. Sir, there are lots of topics which will save your time. If you read 3-4 times also the notes and the study material which will be provided to you, it can help you immensely. You don't have to remember, just 3-4 readings is required for that. So you have to plan. So the subject is quite, interesting, and you have to plan about its preparation. The subject is plain. It involves, no typical theories like we have in other subjects. We have the typical theories in sociology. I'm not here to criticize any subject, or the theories in political science. See, whatever you study in history, completely it is matchable to the syllabus of general studies, that is of PT and mains. So the subject is quite plain. It involves, no typical theories, doctrines or principles or any kind of technicalities that you have to study, the realist theory or something like that, in political science we study, and or you have to study the bureaucratic theory in PubAd or any other theory or any other, technicalities. Here there is nothing. So it is very plain subject. It has no technicalities, no theories and doctrines. So it saves your time. So whatever effort that you make for history optional will help you, definitely will help you to get 300 plus marks. At the same time, it also helps you to score good marks in general studies. Questions of history optional are frequently repeated. I have seen in 2020 also, I have seen the question that 80% of the question they repeat 75 to 80%, just changing the language of the question, and they keep on repeating this. So the questions of history are frequently repeated just by changing the language of the question. So repetition is there. No theories and doctrines are involved. These are significance. Why to opt? Why to opt history? ऐसा क्या है हिस्ट्री में जो हम हिस्ट्री को ले ले? And the most important thing I told you, the negligible involvement or no involvement of current affairs, that lowers your burden. So frequently repeated. I will also explain you the syllabus after this significance once we are done with this. So see, we do not find, the full-fledged theories in history as we find in other streams of humanities that I already told you, in sociology or psychology or anthropology or public administration. But even the people, there are a higher number of people who opt those subjects because they have an inclination towards that. They get fascinated, especially the students who are from the science background. So these subjects have theories, but here the theories and thinkers is nil. Few things that we study in world history, that Renaissance, Reformation and Enlightenment ideas. There we have certain theories of John Locke and Rousseau and the Montesquieu and Voltaire, all these, Kant, all these thinkers that we study, but not in depth. Only the important theories, and that also to certain level. So history without these theories become very simple subject, easy to prepare. 4-5 readings or 3-4 readings will help, and reading 1 or 2 standard books, following the class notes and the study material that will be provided to you, which is prepared by the team of an expert. They prepare it. So these are important, significance. Another important significance is the interconnection and linkages. So see, development, the interlinking of the syllabus. How it is interlinking of the syllabus? The syllabus is connected to the GS. So the interconnection and linkages are dominant in subject. So an integrated approach works well. The result is, if one finishes one topic or some issues or some other topic or, some other issues, they're automatically covered. For example, any student who prepares for history optional subject, I am damn sure that he will not have to make any effort on GS. And definitely it will give the student 15 questions, 15 to 20 questions are asked. I'm sure that 15 to 20 questions will be there. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 questions will not be there, because certain questions they do not, they ask, I don't know, out of blue they ask in the exam. So this interconnectedness we find in modern India. This interconnectedness we find in world history. So this interconnectedness we find in culture. Because generally what we see, that we study ancient, medieval, modern world. How I teach ancient, medieval, South India, culture, modern, world and map. Map separately we do, and when we do ancient and medieval, along with it we do map there also. And